Hey everyone, it's Mac and Jenny. We are back with another episode detailing life aboard our 37-foot sailboat Maya. In the previous video, we showed you the last hectic month of our lives before we set off on our planned 5,000-mile voyage bound for Southeast Alaska, followed by a winter in Mexico's Sea of Cortez. In this video, we cast off the lines and start our journey north through Canada's British Columbia en route to Southeast Alaska, 650 miles away. And stay tuned for a special announcement at the end of the episode. So without further ado, let's jump into it. It's mid-April in Anacortes, Washington, and we are officially launching on our grandest adventure to date. All right, after seemingly endless preparations, we are ready to go.
The day's finally here. We've got a nice sunny day to leave on and good conditions for the next few days, and only 650 miles to catch a can.
Well, let's go. That's perfect.
Running down the road in the middle of the light. Light don't mean it's gonna be alright. Running down the road in the middle of the light.
Okay, so we're out, and it's a really weird feeling to have left the dock. It's been our home for like the last 3 years, and now, yeah, we're giving up that slip. So we'll be out cruising now for the foreseeable future. All those preparations, all the work that we did, it's all worth it now because we're out.
Gonna be here all night. Try to find myself and grow. That way I know I see I'll never go slow. Try to find myself and grow. That way you know you see I'll never go slow.
Now, if you've been following along, in the last video we discovered our forestay was compromised, which meant no sailing until we got that fixed. However, we just couldn't resist one last sail before we left our home waters.
Running down the road in the middle of the light. Light don't mean it's gonna be alright. Running down the road in the middle of the light. Say to myself, you're gonna be here all night. Try to find myself and grow. That way I know I see I'll never go slow. Try to find myself and grow. That way you know you see I'll never go slow.
After an amazing first day on the water, we pulled into the State Park dock in Prevost Harbor for the night in preparation for crossing into Canada the next day. At this point, based on Canada being shut down due to COVID, we were not 100% certain that they would let us pass through to get to Alaska. With some uncertainty in the air, the following morning we left for British Columbia.
Okay, so we just called Canadian Border Patrol and to see where we could check in, and we found out our closest point of entry is going to be Sydney. So
It's different than what we were gonna do, so.
Yeah, we thought we were going to check in somewhere else, but that's okay, this isn't too far. The most you can call is 2 hours in advance to check in, and then we call them again once we actually get to the dock, and then they'll come down and check the boat. So they gave us all the standard questions like, do you have any firearms, anything to declare? We said like the dog, and some liquor and beer, and yeah, so we're gonna head to Sydney now. It's kind of just blurry, like what you do, how you get through Canada when you're on your way to Alaska, so we'll definitely be glad to have this part behind us.
Yeah, let's get this behind us.
Yeah.
As instructed, we pulled into the customs dock and were met by very friendly BC agents. We filled out some paperwork, answered some questions. They did a search of the boat. Then they explained we could pass through BC under the condition that we don't go to shore and that we stayed on our boat the whole time. They did allow us stops for fuel and water though, and advised us to seek shelter in marinas should weather or safety be a factor. And just like that, we were given the green light and were officially through the trip's first major hurdle. With a huge sigh of relief, we began the Canadian leg of our trip, a roughly 600-mile journey which we anticipated would take us about 2 weeks. After stopping in Montague Harbor for the night, we continued on north along Vancouver Island's east coast. Okay, so we made it through customs and we had a nice night at Montague Harbor. And now we're on our way to Dodd Narrows, which we have to hit right at slack tide. So we've got about 4 hours to get there, and then we'll be in Nanaimo.
myself on 1,000 times. I try to make myself, I'm never gonna cry. You know the way in the day I fall. I never know the lack of love I felt, so hiding, hiding, hiding.
Okay, so we are at Dodd Narrows, which is a pinch point for tides. Current runs really fast through there, so we have to be here at a specific time, and we're here early, and we're just waiting for, there's a log boom coming this way, so we're just gonna wait for them to pass, and then we can transit there on our way to Nanaimo. After a nice evening at anchor and continued good weather, we left Nanaimo in the morning, bound for Comox, 53 nautical miles away. So we're going to end the episode there. With us in Comox, we are 140 miles from Anacortes with 500 to go to Alaska.
Now, at the beginning of the video, we mentioned we had an announcement to make. So with great excitement, we'd like to announce the official opening of the Cruising Maya online store at cruisingmaya.com. Inside the store, you'll find t-shirts with custom artwork commissioned especially for our Alaskan adventure. Also in the store, you'll find a Disco mug. This is your chance to get some serious FaceTime with the one and only Disco the dog, so you don't want to miss out on that. The prices online have shipping included, and you can expect to receive items within about a week of order. Proceeds from the store will directly benefit us in this channel, so we really appreciate you going to cruisingmaya.com and checking that out.
Okay, with that, we're going to bring this video to a close. Stay tuned for the next episode as we continue making miles north towards Alaska, and we encounter the trip's first real bout of weather.
We are getting our butts spanked right now by Queen Charlotte Strait.
And that's just the tip of the iceberg. We've got a ton more adventure coming up, so be sure to subscribe if you haven't already. And as always, thanks so much for watching. We hope to see you here next time. These pretzels are making me thirsty.
These pretzels are making me thirsty.
No, see, that's no good. See, you don't know how to act.
These pretzels are making me thirsty!